right within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. So my battery died last night, but I ended up going to bed because I was exhausted. Let me tell you, I did not like. It's like when I fell asleep, I slept so hard, and I was like so tired that in the middle of the night I had to use the bathroom because I've been drinking so much water because I'm like dry mouth from all these medicines. I wasn't sure if I was awake when I was going to the bathroom. I mean, I know I got to the toilet and I just like, I don't think my eyes opened. Like, I had to pee, got up, got out of bed, walked to the bathroom with my eyes shut. Anyway, so I checked myself over. I don't see any hives popping up currently. My husband looked. I'm like, so I am doing an experiment. So I don't know what's breaking me out. I don't know if it's, things that, were kind of like, thought the mango, would the mango still be affecting me 2 days later? Don't know. So yesterday, the only thing I had was my thyroid medicine and a coffee with the butter pecan creamer, which I've had. It's not a new creamer, but did they change something in their formula? Don't know. Another thing I have been drinking that, in the past, I say since March, because February 28th, I gave up sugar. So probably about 2 weeks into March, I started getting Coke Zeros. I don't drink them that often. I just drink the little cans, and it's whenever, I just want something sweet or I want a little boost of caffeine or, anyway, so those are a couple, that I'm like, is there something in them that I'm allergic to? And it just now built up in my system, and it's like, hey. So I am making a coffee. I'm going to have my butter pecan creamer in it. I'm not taking my thyroid medicine. This is the only thing I'm going to have in my system, and we'll see if any hives pop up. If hives do pop up, then I am going to say it most likely is either the type of coffee I am drinking. I've drank this coffee before. It's the caramel cream, I don't remember. It's Walmart brand. Or the creamer. So we will see, and if nothing pops up, then it's probably not either of those. Could it be my thyroid medicine? Am I now, having an allergic reaction, or I don't know. So anyway, that's just my plan. I'm gonna go downstairs and package up orders. I was trying to tell you guys last night that I was so tired I wasn't going to package my orders, and I was going to wait till this morning. I planned, okay, so for the past 4 or 5 days I've been getting up so early. I want to say we got up early. I don't really remember. Sunday we got up early because it was Easter, and then Monday we got up early because there was my doctor's appointment, and Tuesday we got up early because I did not sleep. I got up at like 6:30 because I just could not sleep, and then yesterday I woke up early again because I did not sleep because of steroids. The first night I took the 6 pills, so that's why. The second day I just had a lot of stuff in my system, and yeah. And so last night was a crash night, so I crashed. So I was probably sleeping by 12 o'clock. Midnight, and then I didn't get up until 8 o'clock, so crashed pretty hard. But now it is 9 o'clock. I'm going to drink this coffee and go package orders, and then we're going to go get some chicken and goat feed, and we need to get dry cat food. So I don't know if my husband wants to go. He probably don't want to go to the store. Otherwise the cats hound us because they need they have wet. They get wet twice a day. So in the morning and at night, and then they have dry, you know, cat food always available for them for their snacks or whatever. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go make my coffee. Hi guys. So it's 2:24. It's got a big AJ Blanks order. She's been busy, but let me open this up. I went to the post office. I packaged up. I packaged up all my orders. I had 3 ribbon trim sets and 2 shirts, and so I went ahead and got those packaged and shipped out. I have to make my ribbon trims. I'm gonna go. I think I'll go make those, and then I might worry about embroidering after Zumba. I got plenty of time. So I got some ruffle shirts. I kind of ordered, you okay? What I needed, and then I kind of did a little stock up as well. Ran out of space anyway. So yeah, I bought this one, which is a gray shirt for a girl. I got it from Journey. So I got it in a size 5T. I want to make some samples. And because I made her an Easter shirt and she did wear it with a t-shirt underneath. And the other day, well, she wore it twice. But I was going to put it on her, and she always got to wear that extra little tank t-shirt underneath. So I was going to she's like, Mom, I don't think I need to wear that because I wore it the other day and it was fine. Are we at a changing point? I don't know. There's still a lot of stuff she won't wear. She has lots of dresses that are new with tags. She won't wear them because they don't feel right on her skin. So I do plan on either. There's somebody at our church, and she has a younger daughter that's younger. Well, she's actually, how old is she? I think she's 2. But I'm like, you know, I could offer them to her. I could give them to my great niece Linda. I could try to sell them. You know, there's plenty of things. I bought them, you know, fairly cheap. I got them off that Ruffle Girl. It's called rufflegirl.com maybe. Like their dresses are reasonably priced. I mean, they're like, you can find deals, like they have sales. You can get some for like $10, or you can get some for like $18.99 or $16.99 or $14.99, you know. And they're like little boutique looking dresses, so really cute. 3T black shirt for a boy. I think I have an order for that. And I think that's, and then there should be a boy shirt with long sleeves. But I know I have an order. Okay. Size 6. Like I said before, I was getting a lot of orders for boy shirts, so I just stocked up. So, anyway. But I do need this long sleeve shirt, so. That's my shirt order. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So I ordered 24 shirts. So I'm going to work on ribbon trims. Even though I turned my heat press on. I might throw one on right here. I will. I'll throw one on. And, you know, work on ribbon trims, try to get them done, and then from there we'll figure out what time it is. Got Zumba. I plan on going. I missed it Monday because, you know, I had the allergic reaction. And so far, you guys, nothing. I haven't popped up with any hives. I'm hoping it's all behind me. Like I did have some yesterday, and I had, you know, I was reading up on the mango. The mango is part of the poison ivy family. It's like, isn't that crazy? I was like, I was watching something and it was saying something. I was looking up mango allergies and like, you know, looking at people's different reactions. A lot of times they get like, you know, sore on their mouth. This one lady said she had like sandpaper lips, and you know, I didn't have any of that. Mine was all hives. I had hives inside of my lip. I had hives in my nose. I had hives in my hair. I had it in my ear. I had it in my hair. I know I've had it in my head because my head kept itching, and you can feel like bumps and in my hair, my forehead, and behind my ears, and on my neck, and the hives were just everywhere. You know, and it was saying how even allergies, like you can have an allergic reaction. It can come days later after you were exposed, and it can last like, or you know, it can show up like right after you're exposed. It can last days. It can drag out for days. So I'm like, was it the mango? Because at first yesterday I was thinking it can't be the mango if I'm breaking out again, but then I was like, is it the butter pecan creamer in my coffee? So I was like, I'm just gonna try. I didn't take my thyroid medicine this morning because yesterday morning I took the thyroid medicine and I had a coffee and I started breaking out with hives. So I'm like, is it my thyroid medicine? You know, am I all of a sudden allergic to it? So I will take it tomorrow. Maybe it's a combination of things. Maybe there's things that just don't work together in my system. Don't know. I'm still leaning towards the mango after reading, you know how you Google search, you become a detective, right? You turn to Dr. Google. So I'm still leaning towards a mango. Do not know for sure. I will have an allergy test done. They haven't set it up yet, but still waiting for them to call to set that up. And then when we get that done, I'll see. I'm gonna ask them if they can specifically check for a mango, because I know when they do an allergy test, they do all these different things. I don't know what, you know, if they normally check mango. Evan had an allergy test. That was the last one that, you know, that I've ever been to, was the one that Evan had, and he was probably about 12 years old when he got his done. He's supposed to actually come back every year, every 2 years to get it done, but he hasn't. So but yeah, I will ask them, because I'll say, I think it might have been a mango. Is there any way you guys can check mango? I know they can check for like the flesh and the skin of the mango. I was watching videos. I was watching people do those tests. Anyway, I'm going to set one up and go out there. And I'm really tired today. Really tired. Like, and I slept so hard last night. All them drugs. And I haven't taken any steroids today. 0. I was debating on whether or not I should take one, because she said you might only have to take it for a few days and you're supposed to go, you know, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I'm like, I don't like the way they make me feel. I don't like being high. I just don't like that. So anyway, let's get to work. Hey guys, so I just got a message from Jamie. Hold on one second. So she asked just now in a comment, like, how do I like the Ricoma? And to be honest with you, I love the Ricoma. This is what I was telling my husband, because he was like, you know, of course, you know, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be honest with him, you know, asking me, what the heck? I know I should be using my little, it's out there though, and it's covered on a table. And sometimes this is just easier because it's all right here to hoop my shirts. But I do love the Mighty Hoop, that the thing too works great. But because I'm right here and doing this, this is why I'm doing it the way I've always done it. But So back to the Ricoma. So I've been using it for a while. I use it every day, just about, when I do orders. Unless, you know, I only have like 1 or 2 orders. I'm not doing anything, and I'll just, you know, put them on here and watch TV on my Melco. So it's working right now. I got one going on there. I was going to start making ribbon trims, and I was like, well, Ricoma's just sitting out there. Might as well put it to work too. So I'm hooping a shirt. Got my Mighty Hoop. I'll leave a code for you guys if you guys are interested in getting Mighty Hoops. There's a code for free shipping. You can call the number that's here, and then you can put in my code, and you can get free shipping on your Mighty Hoops. I recommend Mighty Hoops. It's pretty much all I ever want to use. Like, I have tons and tons of like other hoops, but I just prefer the Mighty Hoops. Anyway, so back to the Ricoma. So if I had gone, okay, so there's things about the Ricoma that I absolutely love, and there are things that I'm like, because I have a Melco, I don't, let me just explain in that way you guys can just really understand. So for years and years and years, probably like 7 years maybe, I embroidered with just a Brother PE 770. At one point I got 2 Brother PE 770s, and I had them right next to each other. I had them right next to each other right here on this table, and this is where I embroidered. I had always wanted to get a multi-needle, but I honestly was in a mindset that I could never afford one. How would I ever afford it? And honestly, I didn't really know where to go or what, you know, what to get, or you know, there wasn't a lot of videos out like there is now. There's just tons and tons and tons and tons of videos about embroidery machines, different kinds, different styles, different needles, different, you know, just so much out there now. But back then, you know, when I first started out 7 years ago, there was nothing. On YouTube, there wasn't a lot of stuff on YouTube about embroidery. There wasn't anything about it. You were hard pressed to find a video about embroidery, about, you know, crafting, you know, that kind of thing. I think a lot of stuff back then was just, there was a lot of beauty videos, people doing beauty. There was a lot of like just vlogging, you know, daily vlogging and that kind of thing. So you know, I like to watch certain people. I think one of the very first craft, there was a lot of bow videos just coming out, and so that's where I found Cheryl from Cheryl and Fam, and I found Mommy Crafts a lot, which is Linda. So, you know, those two, I kind of, you know, I watched their videos and their tutus and bows, and, you know, and there was one, so I wanted to, you know, get into embroidery. The main thing is that I was making corset tops with tutus, and I wanted to find a way to personalize or make, you know, better corset tops. And so I thought, if I got an embroidery machine, you know, if they wanted like, I don't have any character fabric, but like, let's say it was like I did a Dora. Like, Dora was one of my biggest sellers. So if I did like a Dora, so it would be just the fabric. You know, I got some fabric here. We'll use this one. So it would be like Dora fabric, right? I cut the corset top out, and I sew straps on, and I make loops here, and that way you can take your straps and tie it through the back, so it tied in the back, so it basically would go around. Like, and kids could wear like shirts underneath them if they wanted to, and then you make a tutu to match. If I have pictures, if I can find some on my computer, because you know, who knows what drive they're on, but I'll try to find some and add some pictures. But I wanted to make them, you know, do more with them. I'm like, I could get solid color fabric, I could put different characters on them, I can put numbers on the pattern, you know, and put names, and you know, I had all these big ideas for them. So I wanted to get into embroidery, but there was no videos out there about embroidery. I found Vince Akira. I don't know if you guys, some people might know what I'm talking about. I found his videos when I was first trying to decide on what embroidery machine to get, and I got the PE 770. I ordered the embroidery machine from Walmart.com, and I picked it up at Walmart, and I remember, you know, I had watched all those videos, and so I think I stayed up until 3 a.m. I made a jelly bean shirt for Sterling. Sterling was young, and, you know, that was my first go around with it. So from there, you know, things, you know, I just got into, I kind of got away from the corset tops and that kind of thing, and started making shirts with tutus. It wasn't as big as it is now. Etsy wasn't very big. This was like 2009, you know. Etsy was there, but, you know, there was, was not as strict as it is today. There wasn't as many people as there is today. You know, it was just starting out. I don't even know, when did Etsy start? Maybe 3 years prior, something, 2 years prior. I don't know. I honestly, that would be a fun little thing to know. 2005, June 18th, 2005. So, you know, 4 years prior. So yeah, anyway, so, you know, they were just new. Before that, I was on eBay. So I was selling on eBay, and I just didn't like the eBay fees, and I did get, you know, a lot of orders on eBay. That was my jam. That's where all my income came from, was on eBay. I sold so many orders on eBay. And then their fees just kept going up and up and up. And so I went to Etsy, and so I was running both Etsy and eBay. And then I was making more money on Etsy because their fees were lower. So I kind of eventually switched all over to Etsy. But I was running my embroidery machines. You know, I had so much business, I had to get 2 of them, and was dabbling with getting a multi-needle. And so one day I was just like, I'm going to get a multi-needle. I talked to my husband about it. We do have a line of credit at the bank where we bank at. And so he would, you know, if I was going to do this, I needed him to be like, okay, because, you know, we're in this together. Not in the business together, but, you know, our name is, you know, on the loan together or whatever. So he was like, yeah, you know, maybe you should look into it. If you think it'll help you, will you be able to pay it off? Blah, blah, blah. You know, went through all the whole scenario. And so I'm like, you know, yes. And so somebody, you know, I looked, we went around, we looked at different ones. I was, you know, determined to get the same one that Angela had, because I thought if I got the same one that Angela had, if I needed any help or anything, she could, you know, kind of help me. We were friends at that time, and so we're still friends. I mean, when I was looking for multi-needles, this was probably 2017. Yeah, I think it was 2017. Somebody, you know, I was talking to her about multi-needles and stuff, and somebody had messaged me, and they said, you know, I know you're looking for, you know, a multi-needle machine, and I have one for sale. It is a 16 needle, the Bravo. And she was like, you know, these are really fast. They can, you know, stitch really fast, blah, blah, blah. And so me and my husband were talking about it, and the one I was going to get, I think I was looking at either a 6 needle or a 10 needle machine, and he was like, well, 16 needles, it's more needles, so go for it. And so I did a little research, not a lot, just a little bit, on the Melcos. And so I was like, well, the price she was, you know, was probably a couple thousand more than I would be buying the one from the store. And it was cheaper, I was getting more needles, you know. We had to drive to Georgia to pick it up, so I bought my first Bravo used from a YouTube viewer, and when we got it, it just wouldn't go right. I don't know if it was, well, long story short, it just turns out there was something very small wrong with it. Where the bobbin goes, the thing was put on too tight, so the bobbin wasn't spinning properly. I don't understand it all. I don't remember exactly, but I just know something with the bobbin was on too tight, so the bobbin was not spinning properly, so that was causing the thread breaks and, you know, not to stitch right. So anyway, got the training, got the guy. It took months. I think I got the machine in October. I was ready to sell it by March, and then in March we had somebody come out and train me, and, you know, got it done. So I ran the Bravo for a while, and I wanted to get another machine. So something came up where the Maya was on Facebook Marketplace, and it was a good deal. It came with a lot of thread and all that stuff, so I got that one. Both my machines ended up going down, and then Angelus was so kind and wanted to offer me, she would help me get a new machine. That's how I acquired all 3 of my Melcos. So, and then you guys know I had issues with the other one and whatever. This is longer than it should be. So then when Ricoma reached out to me, asked me, of course I said yes. Y'all know my Amaya is not working because of the needle is down, and eventually I have to get that fixed. But going from, this is what I told my husband. I was like, if I just had my brother PE 770s and I got the Ricoma, I would probably think it is the best thing in the world. Like, you know, just the best embroidery machine. I love the way it stitches. There's so many things that I do love about it that I'm like, you know, there's one thing I hate about it, okay? I'm being honest with you guys. So I love the fact the stitching is good, you know, everything is just really, seems really simple with it, like easy to learn and to work. I don't know everything. There's still things I'm learning, you know, as I'm going. But I feel like the Melcos are very, they're very fast, and they're very, you know, I think anybody who does embroidery, they have to, okay, okay, let me go back to the machine. So there's so many things that I love about it, and there's like probably just one thing that I don't love about it. I don't love that every time you put in your designs, you have to program your colors, okay? And I'm probably spoiled because that's how most embroidery, you know, you have to do that with most. Put your stops in, put your colors in, you know, I understand that. And that's the way most embroidery machines work, like that, multi-needles. The Melcos do not. The Melcos run off a computer. So every Melco you have has to have its own computer. So that's why I had to have a computer for this one, for this one, for this one. So when I put in my colors for my design, the colors stay there. They're there. So the next design I put in, those colors are still programmed for whatever design I put in. So if I have, you know, 3 or 4, you know, donuts to do, or dinosaurs to do, or unicorns to do, all I have to do is switch the design, and the colors will stay the same as long as, you know, the design setups are the same. So if I have, you know, like 3 or 4 aprons to do and they're all the same colors, I just change the name, you know, I just change the file and it's ready to go. Anyway, I keep running out of space. I don't have to put in my colors again. So that is the one, and that probably is the only thing that I, you know, don't like about the Ricoma, is doing that. But like I said, if you have a brother or something, you know, you have to do that. Like all those types of machines with the screens on them, you have to do that. And so me being spoiled by, you know, not having to do that, that is the only thing. But other than that, I think if I had went from my brothers to that, I'd be like, I'd probably only have Ricomas. That's probably all I'd have in here. But if, this is what I was telling my husband, I was like, if I do end up, because I'm going to sell the Bravo. We already know that. I'm going to do that because I still owe like $5,000. So I ended up getting, what I pay, $7,500 for the Bravo to begin with. I had that loan, pretty much paid that almost all the way off. Got the Amaya, it was a deal. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it. I borrowed more than I needed, but then they took some money off. So, but it came with a bunch of thread and stuff. So then I was back up, and then from there, got that kind of paid down, and then got this one and had to pay for half this one, so that, you know, so now my loan, I owe like $4,800 or something like that. So my goal is to sell the Bravo, try to pay up as much as I can on that loan, use some of that money to fix the Amaya, and then sell the Amaya. I kind of toyed with keeping it, but I told my husband, I was like, if I can sell the Amaya and then eventually get another Ricoma, I totally would do that. I'd have my Melco and the Ricoma, and then the 20 needle Ricoma out there. Would I go with another 20 needle? I don't know. I mean, I'd go with 15, you know. I think 15's fine. 20 is wonderful. So it would all just depend on like price breakdown and stuff, or if I thought I could afford it. But I do really love, and then I'm not just doing this to try to sell some Ricomas for them, but I'm being honest. And you can ask my husband, I told him the same thing. Other than the screen, he happened to punch in, that's the only thing I don't like. I don't like, you know, have to, but then again, I don't know. That's, other than that, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go set this up. I need to go put this on there, punch it in, and this guy's waiting, and then work on some ribbon trims. Maybe I'll just embroider and work on ribbon trims after Zumba. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting a hive on my lip. I hope I'm not. Am I, guys? It feels really hot. Hope not. Anyway. Okay, anyway. Am I getting a hive? I think I'm getting a hive. It feels really itchy. I'll just get away from these machines for a second. I'm heading upstairs. I'm having a time with Journey. And I don't know what to do about it. She's very bad. Very bad, you guys. She's in the tub. Sterling put her in the tub. She covered herself in an eyeliner, black eyeliner. She drew on her sister's carpet. Is it still on your carpet? Well, we haven't cleaned it. Get in that tub. Get in the tub.
Why?
Because you have to wash your hair. Have you been scrubbing it, or she? That's what she did.
You have to wash my
She
hair.
brought out her toothbrush. Oh.
You can never sleep in traffic, 'cause living steady panic. I know 'cause I try acid. Now I see through your habits, just like gadgets. You tell me with the 2 hands, I'm too bad. Wonder what you think's I like. Need me to get your bills paid. That's what you said. Well, guess I'm just too fake for that. So sit down, listen, think for a minute. Know it might be hard 'cause you're uneducated. Break down, face it, breathe for a minute. I'm about to help you with your manners and respect. You get it? Just uneducated. But this so but you make it. One day, manners and respect. I'm a realist. I see your
Ooh, do I look hot? Zumba is over. We just got done with Zumba. That's why I'm so red. We're in the Zaxby's drive-thru line. We're gonna get Zaxby's for dinner because I'm not cooking. Then I will continue to work. Did you get some good footage of me? How many clips did you take?
4.
You know, people like to see me in action.
She said 4. I said 5.
Did you? Did you get the good songs?
You can never sleep in traffic.
Hey, tomorrow.
'Cause feelings